This morning, Mrs. Evelyn, a 74-year-old woman, passed away unexpectedly due to a mistake she had been making every single day. One that many women over 65 continue to make without realizing the danger. The truth is, as we age, our bodies become much more sensitive to small habits that once seemed harmless. Unfortunately, these daily choices, though they may seem insignificant, can slowly build up over time and put your health at serious risk. In today's video, we'll uncover 4 common morning mistakes that could be putting you in danger without you even realizing it. These mistakes can impact your heart, circulation, balance, and even brain function. And here's the most alarming part. Most women over 65 are unknowingly making at least one of these mistakes every single morning. But the good news is, once you're aware of them, they're simple to fix, and avoiding them can make all the difference between leading a strong, independent life and facing a sudden health crisis. Stay with me until the end because the last mistake is one that almost no one talks about. Yet it's one of the most dangerous. It could significantly increase your risk of falls, dizziness, and even heart issues, and many women don't even realize they're doing it. You won't want to miss this. Before we begin, if you haven't subscribed yet, I highly encourage you to subscribe and turn on the bell notification so you never miss an important video. And if you find this video helpful, please comment 1 below to let me know you're here. If you don't, comment 0 so I can continue improving and making better content for you. Now, let's get started. Number 1. Worn out and unused furniture. One of the most dangerous things you can do in the morning is something that seems completely harmless: getting out of bed too quickly. It's something we've done our entire lives without a second thought, but as we age, this simple habit can lead to dizziness, a sudden drop in blood pressure, and even dangerous falls. What used to be effortless in our younger years now requires more caution, as our circulatory system doesn't adjust as quickly as it once did. When you've been lying down for hours, blood pools in the lower half of your body. The moment you suddenly sit up or stand, your blood pressure can drop significantly, leading to a condition called orthostatic hypotension. This is why so many people over 70 experience a brief moment of dizziness, lightheadedness, or even blurred vision when they first get out of bed. You may have felt it yourself. Those first few seconds after standing when you feel slightly off balance or need to steady yourself before taking your first step. That's your body struggling to catch up with the sudden movement. If you're not careful, this moment of instability can lead to a fall, and falls are one of the leading causes of serious injury in older adults. Let's take Joan, a 74-year-old woman, as an example. Every morning, she followed the same routine: waking up, swinging her legs over the side of the bed, and standing up immediately. She never thought twice about it, but one morning, as she stood up, she felt a sudden wave of dizziness. Before she could react, her vision went dark for a split second, and she lost her balance. Fortunately, she fell back onto the bed, avoiding serious injury, but the experience scared her. That's when she realized she needed to change the way she started her mornings. The good news is that this mistake is easy to fix with a simple 3-step routine that allows your body to adjust gradually and safely. First, when you wake up, take a few deep breaths and slowly start moving your fingers and toes. This small movement helps stimulate blood circulation and gently signals to your body that it's time to wake up. Instead of immediately sitting up, wiggle your feet, flex your ankles, and stretch your arms to activate your muscles and improve blood flow. Second, slowly roll onto your side before sitting up. Instead of going from lying flat to sitting upright in one motion, take it step by step. Roll onto your side, let your body adjust, and then use your arms to push yourself into a seated position. Let your feet rest on the floor and stay seated for 30 to 60 seconds before making any further movements. Third, before standing, take a moment to stabilize yourself. Move your ankles in slow circles, stretch your arms upward, and check in with how your body feels. If you feel steady, place both feet firmly on the ground, use support if needed, and stand up slowly and deliberately. If you notice any dizziness or weakness, pause and allow your body to adjust before taking your first step. This simple habit dramatically reduces the risk of dizziness, imbalance, and falls. And as many of you already know, falls are one of the biggest dangers for older adults, leading to broken bones, hospitalizations, and even long-term mobility issues. By giving yourself just a few extra seconds in the morning, you can significantly lower your chances of a fall and start your day feeling stable and in control. So, if you've been jumping out of bed without thinking, take a step back and rethink your morning routine. Those extra few seconds in bed might not seem like much, but they could save you from a dangerous fall and a long, painful recovery. Start practicing this safer habit tomorrow morning, and your body will thank you for it. Mistake 2. Skipping water in the morning. One of the most overlooked yet dangerous mistakes people make in the morning, especially after 70, is not drinking water first thing after waking up. You might not think hydration is a priority right away, but after hours of sleep, your body is in a mildly dehydrated state. And for older adults, this lack of water can have serious consequences. Throughout the night, even though you're resting, your body is still working. Your heart is pumping, your lungs are breathing, and your organs are functioning. Meanwhile, you're losing fluids through breathing and sweating. When you wake up, your blood is slightly thicker, circulation is slower, and your body is operating at a slight deficit. If you don't rehydrate quickly, this can lead to high blood pressure, poor circulation, and even an increased risk of stroke or heart attack. Think about how you feel in the morning. Have you ever woken up with a dry mouth, stiff joints, or low energy? Do you sometimes feel like it takes a while to feel fully awake? These are all potential signs of dehydration. And if your first drink of the day is coffee instead of water, you might actually be making things worse. Take my friend James, 76 years old, as an example. For decades, his morning routine was the same. He'd wake up, go straight for his cup of coffee, and start his day. He never thought twice about it. But as he got older, he started experiencing morning dizziness, brain fog, and occasional headaches. His doctor suggested a simple change: drink a glass of water before anything else. Within just a few weeks, he felt the difference. He was more alert in the morning, his headaches became less frequent, and his overall energy levels improved. Water is essential for maintaining proper circulation, helping the kidneys function efficiently, and reducing stress on the heart. Drinking a glass of water first thing in the morning kickstarts your metabolism, rehydrates your organs, and gets your blood flowing properly. If you experience digestive issues, morning hydration can also help keep things moving smoothly. If you're someone who doesn't usually drink water in the morning, start small. Keep a glass of water next to your bed so it's easy to grab as soon as you wake up. If you prefer warm beverages, try warm water with a squeeze of lemon. It's soothing, refreshing, and can aid digestion. The key is not to wait until you feel thirsty. By the time you notice thirst, you're already dehydrated. Your body has been working hard all night and needs water to function at its best. Don't make it wait. Start your morning with water and your body will thank you. If you're still watching this video and finding these insights valuable, please comment 2 below to let me know you're here. Let's move forward together. Mistake 3. Drinking coffee before eating anything. For many people, the morning doesn't officially begin until they've had their first cup of coffee. It's a routine that's been in place for decades. Wake up, pour a fresh cup, and start the day. But here's the problem. Drinking coffee on an empty stomach can be one of the worst things you do for your body, especially after 70. When you wake up, your stomach is completely empty, and your body is in a vulnerable state. Your blood sugar is low, your digestive system is just starting to function, and your cortisol levels, the body's natural stress hormone, are at their peak. Drinking coffee before eating can further spike cortisol, putting unnecessary stress on your system. It can lead to digestive discomfort, acid reflux, and long-term issues like gastritis or stomach irritation. If you've ever had a cup of coffee first thing in the morning and felt jittery, dizzy, or even slightly nauseous, that's your body telling you something. Coffee is naturally acidic, and when consumed on an empty stomach, it can irritate the stomach lining, leading to indigestion, acid reflux, or heartburn. For older adults, whose digestive systems may already be more sensitive, this irritation can become a daily issue without them even realizing it. Take Margaret, a 75-year-old woman, as an example. Every morning she followed the same routine: coffee first, food later. She never thought much about it until she started experiencing more frequent acid reflux and stomach discomfort. At first, she blamed spicy food, aging, or even stress. But after speaking with her doctor, she learned that drinking coffee before eating was putting unnecessary strain on her digestive system. The good news? The solution was simple. She didn't have to give up coffee, just adjust when she drank it. Her doctor suggested she eat something light first, even just a banana, a handful of nuts, or a piece of toast. Within a few weeks, Margaret noticed a significant improvement. Her discomfort reduced, her digestion improved, and she no longer experienced those unsettling bouts of acid reflux. The key here isn't giving up coffee, but rather timing it correctly. Eating something before your first cup helps buffer the acidity, stabilize blood sugar, and reduce the stress response in your body. If you're someone who wakes up and immediately reaches for coffee, try switching the order. Even something as simple as a few crackers, a slice of toast, or a piece of fruit before your first sip can make a huge difference. And if you've ever noticed that coffee makes you feel more anxious or jittery than usual, eating first may help balance that out. Caffeine on an empty stomach is absorbed quickly, leading to a rapid spike in energy followed by a crash. Eating beforehand slows the absorption process, providing a more steady energy boost instead of an abrupt surge followed by a sudden drop. So before you take that first sip tomorrow morning, ask yourself, have I given my body something to work with? A small change in your routine can go a long way in protecting your stomach, balancing your energy, and helping you feel your best throughout the day. Mistake 4. Ignoring morning stiffness and moving too quickly. One of the most dangerous yet frequently overlooked mistakes people make after 70 is underestimating the impact of morning stiffness. Many wake up feeling a little stiff and assume it's just a normal part of aging. They push through it, move quickly, and don't give it much thought, until one wrong step leads to pain, injury, or even a serious fall. As we sleep, our muscles and joints stiffen due to reduced movement and slower circulation. This is especially common in older adults because the body naturally produces less synovial fluid, the lubricant that keeps joints moving smoothly. The result? When you first wake up, your body isn't fully ready for sudden movement. If you stand up too quickly, twist the wrong way, or take an unstable step, you could be putting yourself at risk for a preventable accident. Think back to a morning when you got out of bed and felt that familiar stiffness in your back, knees, or shoulders. Maybe it disappeared after a few minutes, or maybe you dismissed it as nothing serious. But ignoring morning stiffness day after day can lead to long-term mobility issues, chronic pain, or worse, a sudden injury that could have been avoided. Take Walter, a 78-year-old man, for example. He always considered himself fairly active, so when he woke up feeling stiff, he would push through it and start moving right away. One morning, as he was walking to the bathroom, he took a step, lost his balance, and fell hard on his hip. That single moment set him back for months, requiring physical therapy and limiting his independence, all because he hadn't taken a few extra minutes to ease his body into motion. The good news is that preventing this mistake is simple. Before even sitting up, take a few moments to wake up your joints. Start with gentle movements. Wiggle your fingers and toes, rotate your ankles, and stretch your arms. While still lying down, try bending your knees and slowly moving your legs to loosen up your hips. When you sit up, roll your shoulders, take a few deep breaths, and do light stretches before standing. This doesn't take much time, but it can make a huge difference. Another crucial step is paying attention to those first few steps of the day. Use a stable surface for support if needed, and avoid rushing, especially if you're walking into the bathroom where lighting might be dim and the floor could be slippery. Your body needs time to adjust, and moving slowly can help prevent unnecessary strain on your muscles and joints. So next time you wake up and feel that stiffness, don't ignore it. Give your body the time it needs to adjust. Protecting your mobility starts with how you move in the first few minutes of your day. Taking these small steps now can help you stay active, independent, and injury-free for years to come. If you're still watching this video and found these lessons valuable, please comment 4 below to let me know you're here. Now, let's wrap up everything we've learned today. Do you think you need to make any adjustments, or have you already been doing some of these things right? We'd love to hear from you. Leave a comment below sharing one thing you learned today and how you plan to apply it in your daily routine. Your insights matter, so don't hesitate to share. Reading your comments gives us incredible motivation and encouragement. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, please like, subscribe, and share. Your support allows us to continue creating valuable content to inform, inspire, and help you live your best life. Thank you for watching, and we can't wait to see you in the next video.